Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This week, Virgo, go back in there. So good. I know, I shuffled the deck an awful lot between readings. I won't talk about that card, it was for Leo. I have the Faery. The fairies are coming out to talk to you, Virgo. Once the Faery card comes out, we're going to look into it more deeply for the message for you. Then we're going to go into the tarot, find out what this Faery is asking you to release, what this Faery is asking you to embrace, giving you a little hint about hidden factors that you are unaware of, and then the energy that is approaching you. There's also extended at the end of this reading, and the extended is your deeper inner child talking to you. The link is at the top of the description if you are so drawn to it. So, Virgo, sexy Virgo, what do you got for me? What do you got for me to tell you? What do you got for me to tell you? Virgo. That's so funny. Got Epona's wild daughter. And I'm saying it's funny because when I held up the Faery deck, it had the soul shrinker. That's what it was. I want to call it soul sucker, but it is. It's like an energy that sucks the life out of you. I had that for Leo. Sorry, put it back in. Let's not talk about that. So the card that you got, though, is a card that came out in their extended reading. Oh, it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. Oh, what am I doing? It's like, oh, you already read this. No, we haven't. It comes to page 54. Epona's wild daughter. Oh, it's so funny if I yawn. I had a lunch. I shouldn't have eaten it. It's made me tired. It was probably not the healthiest lunch anyway, so. Epona's wild daughter. Inner shadows, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. In the bleakest part of the night, Dorcha comes, wearing her crown of fairy stars. She kneels on the ancient owl, bearer of the hidden wisdom of the night, and facing into the past with a clear, unflinching gaze, she holds us. We are her immobile, inwardly focused. We are held immobile, inwardly focused by her comforting yet implacable, light-filled hands. She asks riddles that often seem impossible to answer at first. And yet she will not let us go until we find the solutions within ourselves. She is one of the great teachers of Faery, but her method of teaching makes Socrates' questions look like child's play. We must expect this of Dorcha because her lessons are about the shadow side of ourselves, the things we fear, our insecurities, self-doubts, and denials. She's a practitioner of tough love therapy. Dorcha is the wild daughter of Epona, lady of the horse and the moon, and she takes us through the dark, hidden side of ourselves and into healing and fulfillment. From the temporary madness of rage, premenstrual tension, or great stress to the deeper and longer psychosis, she drives us on a journey through our internal hells. When we complete the journey, we are transfigured and transformed, transcending our old selves. We can never be frightened by that darkness again, whether our own or that of others. But until that journey is fully complete, we exist in a state of vulnerability, which is where most of us are most of the time. Notice, please, that it is she and not her more gentle sister Laced who wears the crown of stars, a mark of service, compassion, and great wisdom. Dorcha's element is moonlight, the fifth element, which tempers and tests the spirit. Through her teaching, our inner conflicts and struggles become, as they are resolved, our greatest strengths. There's a lot that goes with this one, so for the reading, I haven't even touched on that yet. Epona's wild daughter, Dorcha, is the Sphinx whose riddles must be answered lest we otherwise be destroyed by our own internal conflicts. Dorcha reminds us that we cannot go forward until we have faced something buried within us that is holding us back. Her presence in a reading tells us that finding and working through this is a task of some urgency. We can expect help in this from other people, from the fairies, and from our dreams. But we must be open to these difficult questions and answers and be ready to face things about ourselves that are not as we would wish them to be. She urges us to heal the unresolved issues about who we really are and what we truly want to be. This is part of the required course in Self-Transformation 101 that we're all enrolled in here on planet Earth. And I do want to say that too, because this is sort of like some dark inner shadow work. That's what it's sounding like. And I always find it funny when readings like this come up, and I'll get the odd comment. It's really rare, but you will get someone who says, I've done all that dark work, Cindy, I have nothing left to look at. I think, well, why are you still here on Earth then? Your assignment is done. Off you go. No, you're never done. There's always something. Right? So the answers to her riddles are often come in a sudden burst of enlightenment, like the solution to a Zen koan. We may watch a leaf fall or catch a glimpse of the tiny sliver of the new moon in the sky and suddenly be hit by the answer. Before that happens, we usually work long and hard upon the question, searching and digging for an answer. The realization, when we really have it, will be transformative. We will no longer be the people that we once were. You don't like this interpretation? Well, I have been telling you all along that you and I and everyone else, we all receive varying messages from the fairies in the cards. Yours may well differ from mine. Ask Dorcha what message she has for you. Don't be surprised if her answer is another question or riddle. She and I both wish you well in solving it with all our hearts. Isn't that interesting? And what's really funny is the Soul Shrinker is the next one. It's the next one that comes in, which was what was really interesting with Leo. Was like, yeah. Anyway, so that is really some deeper inner work. There's some deeper questions here that have gone unanswered for you, but it's kind of like they're inside. The answers are inside. There's nowhere else to look, really, honestly and truthfully, than inside. So what is the Epona? This could be quite interesting because, of course, I am saying that this is the one that came out for the extended for Leo. These were completely different questions for Leo. So with this energy, it will be interesting to see what she's asking you to release, asking you to embrace, what hidden factors are around you that you're unaware of, and what energy is approaching you. Epona's wild daughter. I just like to picture, like she's really, I mean, she's there for this person almost like as they purge. Like purge it out, I know. It's kind of like, you know, holding a friend's hair back. They're puking their brains out if you guys were out. I don't know, I guess it's what you do when you're younger. Really, it should be what you do when you're younger. You should be doing that now. Hey, as a kid if you want. But it's kind of like that, like this friend that has your back, or, I know, just let it all out, just let it all. It's kind of like that. Because once you get it all out, honey, it's going to feel much better. It's going to feel much better. Oh, jeez, the cards are just being sassy. Well, I needed 3 more, and that's what I got here. Boom. Oh, yours are interesting. I'm going to say that because Epona's wild daughter is kind of associated with a heavier energy. I don't know, people probably tuned out. Like, but what I see here with what came out is that you have been purging. You have purged a lot. And you're about to go really good. Like you're about to go really good. Don't stop now is what I'm hearing. Like if there's things that are triggering, me and my dental appliance. If there are things that are triggering you, causing you to feel like maybe taking a couple steps backwards when you were taking steps forward, anything like that, there's still a little bit of stuff to look at or to dig out inside to move forward. Do it because you're going good. You're going into really good energy. What are you being asked to release? A transformation. Just let it happen. Let it go. This is the death card. It's like endings for rebirth here. Just let it go, let it go, let it free your mind. Yeah, let it go. Allow it, just release it. I think part of that release is the death energy, the ending. The ending. Let it go. Just let it go. I mean, let even if it's like one last purge, let it out, Ernie. Let it go. Let it all come out. The last little bit. And it doesn't feel like it's something that you would have to force. I don't know, it could be, oh yeah, like myself even. I got an email from a lovely lady, and she was sharing with me, I'm not going to go into details because it was her very personal experience, but she was sharing with me a part of her own healing of her own inner child. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I replied to her and even said, like, I feel like you just gave me a taste of my own medicine, because so often people will email me or reply in comments about a reading, and oh my God, Cindy, you have no idea how this hit me. I cried through the whole reading, and I was like, oh, that's good. Like, it's like her email like hit me right here. I'm like, oh my God, so beautiful. But like even things like that, like when I say trigger you, Jess Puckett, she's got a new channel. I don't know, but I talk about her a lot because I totally girl crush on her. She's so smart. She's really pretty too. But she was talking about how the word trigger is becoming a trigger for people, and I feel like that. And I'm cautious to use it too because like, oh, you trigger me. It's like triggering can be something that's simple. Like you just read something that's come from someone's heart, or someone expresses you something from their heart. Something happens, and it's just like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Or it's just like it nudges a little spot inside you somehow. But that's what I feel here. Like, I feel like you're really at the end of something. Really at the end of a dark journey. Purging, looking within. Opponent's here for you for the last little hurdle. And let it out, honey. Just let it all out, honey, with this transformation. What are you being asked to embrace? The sun. Just let it out. Because yeah, she's in the darkness here. I always picture it like these are the daughters of the moon to me. And so this is the journey through the moon energy, which is a journey through the darkness, through the unknown, through the things that you are afraid of, things that trigger you, that frighten you, that intimidate you. That is I feel like it's coming to the end of that journey. The sun is about to rise. So you know what? Get that last little bit out and get ready for a bright new day. I read that. Sorry, I often forget what these are about when I finish recording them. Get ready for a bright new day. Let's see. I hope it stays that way. I have to pull out clarifiers. Okay, hidden factors that you are unaware of. The Two of Cups, the Two of Water. Okay, there you go. There's something going on. There's something really beautiful. You're not aware of it. You're totally oblivious. I really feel like you just have no idea. You have no idea. You may not, because you know what? You're in here. You're here with Epona. You and Epona are doing your thing. Oh yeah, your head is buried in your knees. Like, Epona, when's it gonna end? She's like, honey, just get this last little bit. The sun is about to rise, girl. The sun is about to rise. It's okay. What you're unaware of is Two of Cups. To say that you're unaware of it, means to me either there's someone around you who you are like a really deep equal soulmate partner with, but you're maybe not recognizing it, or you don't think it is. I don't know what it is, but you're not aware of it. You're unaware of it, or your path is taking you there, and you just don't know. You don't see it because you and Epona are with the Death card and the Moon right now. You see what I mean? Like, it's pretty good. So the energy that is approaching you, you got some choices to make. I feel like that you have some choices to make, though. You will have some choices to make. Don't freak out. You can't make the wrong choice. I really don't think you can make the wrong choice. I always say that because it makes myself feel better. It makes you feel better. You can't make the wrong choice. That's what they tell us. What's it about? Messenger of Fire and the Empress and Love. Wow! Look what you have underneath here. You have the Messenger of Fire, like the Page of Wands, the Empress, and Love. Holy shebang. You guys have one of the best readings all week. Yeah, you definitely get ready for a bright new day. But you have some choices to make, some decisions to work through, some options to assess. Let's clarify. I almost don't want to clarify. Let's just stop it right there. That's it, Virgo. Thank you very much. I'm going to go do the extended. And wowzer. Yeah, I really like when I get emails like that. You know, as opposed to the ones where, like, oh, you're my divine feminine. I know you are. I've waited for you all my life, baby. I've never met you. I don't know who you are. Anyway, actually, most emails are really nice. I do get a lot of them, so I can't answer them all. But and someone else is out there thinking, you never answered my email, Cindy, and you answered. She actually got me at a really good time. I was in the middle of processing videos and my computer was open in there. And that's the only reason. So please don't take any offense. I love you all. But sometimes I have to go to the bathroom and go to sleep and feed the kid and walk the dog. So I can't answer them all. Although the kid's getting better at feeding himself. I kind of like that. Yeah, he took a frozen pizza from the freezer. Well, where else would you take a frozen pizza from? And he put it in the toaster oven and cooked it. Alright. I mean, I did have to remind him to double check the temperature and set the time right. So it wasn't overcooked or undercooked or burnt. But he did the process. It was very good. Alright. Transformation. Release it. Release the transformation. She's got something. Oh, yeah. It's like a little phoenix in her hands. Let it go. Let it go up, up, up in the way. Let it rise. It's time to rise and shine. Right? Because the sun. It's time to rise and shine. Get ready for a bright new day. See, I'm glad I wrote that down because I keep forgetting it already. Get ready for a bright new day. The Two of Wands, the Moon, and the Hermit. Oh, yeah, well, that's where you've been with Epona and the Moon. Thinking and wondering about options. Oh, isn't that interesting? See, this is what you're releasing. I mean, the Two of Wands is to me like, I'll bet there's some good stuff out there for me. Oh, what could there be? What could there be for me? For me, Virgo, what could there be? What could there be? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go find out. Like, something like that. And then the Moon card, oh, but it could be scary. It could be scary stuff. I have no idea. I don't know. And, you know, if you've had problems in the past with relationships or people or the world in general, like, there might be some more of that. So maybe I'm going to stay here and I'm going to get comfy with me. The Hermit. With you. It's time to you're comfy with you now, I'm hearing. Or you will be very soon. I don't like to tell you how to feel or what to do. Although this kind of come off that way as a tarot reader, doesn't it? Like, you know, I'm sorry. So, yeah. You're comfy with you, or you're about to get comfy with you. Even though the big world seems scary. The big bad world seems scary. What are you being asked to embrace? It's a bright new day. The sun, wish fulfillment, clarity, happiness, warmth. Oh, no more Moon energy. No more Epona's like, you know what? I think Epona's thinking, you know, we've been together for so long now. I'm just going to lean on your back here because I'm going to miss your energy. I'm going to miss your energy. I think Epona's going to miss you. You don't have to miss Epona, though. She'll be okay with that. The Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. Oh, holy shit. I didn't even see that. Wow. I thought you have some choices to make. And how many Two of Cups do you have? Because then you get the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Cups. The Hierophant and the Four of Wands. This is like a really high level connection. This is a very high level connection. There is a lot of love, a lot of spirituality. It's kind of like a yin and a yang. But the Seven of Cups is here, so you got to make some choices. Maybe you don't know how to get there. I don't know. You just can't make the wrong. Just keep telling yourself you can't make the wrong choices. although, I mean, if you sit in this all the time, forever and ever and ever, amen. I mean, I don't know how many choices you're giving yourself. You know, when you could choose, like if you're doing this at home, do I vacuum today or do I wash the dishes? Well, you should try to wash the dishes every day. So do I vacuum today or do I clean the bathrooms? Maybe I fold the laundry. I mean, you could have those choices for yourself, but they don't seem like higher level spiritual connections with deep soul partners, right? So get ready. What you're being asked to embrace is beautiful. And yeah, you know, this is not the kind of energy that Epona is really a part of. So I don't know if she feels, I wonder how Epona feels. I'd like to know more about these fairy energies. Like, what would the history of Epona be? Has she always been in the darkness, helping people deal with the darkness? No, because she would have her own balance to do that. So she must have lived a beautiful life and had encounters with it like this, right? To be willing to do what she does to send people off from her energy into happiness and clarity. Otherwise, she would probably try to keep you in her energy. Like, no, why should you have that happiness if I can't have it? I don't know where I'm getting all this. So the Two of Water, get ready. It's a hidden factor. You're unaware of it. Now, let me look at this, because I don't even really look at the clarifiers till I get there. We got the Ten of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have Temperance. Wow. That's pretty nice. I mean, there isn't a negative card there. It's a hidden factor. You're unaware of this. You are... Like, dang, guys, you have the Sun, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Hierophant. And then you have Temperance, which is divine guidance. Divinely guided? Yeah, like a divinely guided, very stable, nurturing, loving, abundant connection. Talk about get ready for brighter days. Holy jeez. I almost can't even put into words like what you're pulling out here. I almost can't even put into words what you're pulling out. It's really, really good. Okay, but the energy that's approaching you is a choice. Is it choice or choices? I'm going to focus on this for you, right? I really want to say you can't make the wrong choices here. I have to tell myself that, or it just puts too much pressure on life. It's like, oh, I just can't. Right? I don't know about you, but I hate it when I get a tarot reading or I watch something and it's like, oh my God, you need to jump on this now. This opportunity is going to be gone forever. I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle that kind of pressure. Like, don't do that to me. I'm not ready. Right? Like, I know. So I hope I never come off that way. Although I can be a little bossy sometimes. So maybe I do. You just tell me in the comments, and you're being too bossy right now. We can't do that. We're not ready for that. I'm like, okay, you don't do that. Seven of Cups, energy that's approaching you, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles. Oh, you have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. And the Three of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. You have some serious counterpart energy, guys. Holy shit. Okay. Look out. Watch out. Three of Wands. So what's the choice? I mean, he looks good. He looks good. He's your counterpart. You just gotta watch for him, I guess. I don't know. Look at that, the King and Queen of Pentacles. So there's a choice here. There's some sort, or there's confusion. Maybe there's confusion. There's a lot of options. Do you have a lot of options? Who has a lot of options here? I'm not really feeling that. Like, the Three of Pentacles. Working well together? Are you ready to work? Are you ready to play nice with others? Maybe you put yourself into some sort of a timeout. Like a timeout. I'm not ready to play nice with others, Cindy. I'm not ready to go there. I'm going to stay in my corner. I'm going to stay there. I don't care what they say that I'm not coming out. I'm staying in my corner. I'm not ready to play nice with others. I need more information on this for you. Like with the Three of Wands, I'm kind of like, just watch. This dude looks so bored out of his mind. He looked like he was really fretting in Leo's reading. Up until that point, he looks like he's bored. He's tired of waiting. I don't know. this person yet. I don't know. And, because you know how, I get it. Like people say, I don't know, where's my counterpart, Cindy? When I'm going to meet the right person, or da 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 da. And they're like, well, maybe it's kind of like that. It's like, I just don't know. I don't know when this person is coming. But they want to work nicely with you. They want to play well together. The Three of Pentacles, what is this choice? Give us more options here. The Strength card and the Six of Pentacles. A balanced give and take. Having the strength to do this. It's really peculiar. You know what I'm feeling? I'm not getting a direct answer here on why you have the Seven of Water. Let's look at this card a little more closely, because it's not the Seven of Cups, let's say. So maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Let's take a lesson from San, my dear friend San from San Tarot, who often uses this deck. And she pulls in so many messages from the artwork. We have a fish, a fish, a fish. We have a clam, or yeah, like a clam, an ocean clam, an oyster, another fish, and a big fish. And this woman, this pixie, it's like a pixie, an angel, a fairy. It's like a fairy pixie coming up out of a lotus flower out of the water. Kind of like rising into the bright new day. Rising into the brighter day. I gotta tell you, like, it's not talking to me. The card is not talking to me. I'm sorry, the window's open. You probably hear like a little plane going by. Maybe you need to look up, because she's looking up and there's a plane going by. You need to look up. Look up. Look up. I don't know. Maybe, okay, this is the thing. So I feel like as a reader, I don't really feel like it. I'm pretty confident about it. When something comes up in a reading and you cannot get a direct, straight answer about exactly what choice it is you have to make, or what are the options are, or what is it pertaining to, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. I hate that. I feel like I'm like a little Angela Lansbury, and I really want to know all the answers here. And I don't know. I'm really not getting something. There's an awful lot of pentacles here that are bound on either side by fire energy. The Three of Wands, the expectation, the knowing, the believing that the ship is coming in, right? And that was created by the Two of Wands. Okay, so this is actually walking out of the house. To me, this is sitting inside, looking out the window and imagining, ooh, that could be, oh, it could be this possible. I don't know. I'll figure that out another day. And then you're kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go and see. I know there's going to be good stuff out there, so I'm going to go. I don't know where it is, but I know. And that's what the Three of Wands is. So I know, and I'm going to go. And there, look at the King of Pentacles is sitting there with the Three of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles and the Strength card. Working really well together, equal give and take. The inner strength to do this and find this. Maybe that's the option. I don't know. I'm going to, like, that's one of those, there's something going on here. There's something approaching you, and I can't get all the information about it. Oh, the Five of Pentacles is at the bottom. So I don't know, right? Like being out in the cold, being left behind. Nobody cares, nobody loves me. Let's ask Epona. She works in the shadows and the darkness. Come on, Epona. Oh no, it's Epona's wild daughter, Dorcha. She's probably upset with calling her. It's really Dorcha. Okay, Dorcha, come on, tell us, girl. What? Give us a straight up message, hon. I don't know. You got good splits. You had, what did you have now? You had the Queen of Cups. I can't even remember what the other card was. And something else that was really good. And now you have the Queen of Cups and Justice. Come on, Dorcas, spill your beans. Tell us. Oh, thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. You know what? There's so many pentacles. This could be at work. It could be at school. Something in your neighborhood where you volunteer. Something to do with the community. Or something, or even like something that you have a passion about. Like this. Like I do the tarot for YouTube. I love doing this. So it could be something to do with that. Well, that's all she's going to tell you. That's all she's going to tell you. And the Fool. To take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Just go and see what happens. I don't care if you want. But I don't think it matters where you go. I don't know. This is really one of those readings. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like... it's weird. I feel like I want to close off the reading because I really have nothing else to ask. I feel like... Yeah, but a part of me feels like there's something unfinished. That's all I'm getting, is there's something unfinished. And I can't pull out anything else for you. So I'm really hoping that it's making sense to you. If you take anything from this reading, there are like really brighter days coming towards you that are very balanced, but there's some choices to make here. We don't know what exactly that is. I'm going to leave with that. I'm going to go do your extended. The link is at the top of the description if you want to see me there and see what we can dig out from your inner child, your deeper self, your soul. Until then, sexy Virgo, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.